Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Cicale's Corner, Unfiltered Mafia Roundtable with your host, Dominick Cicale. Well, everybody, I'm glad to see everybody coming on. Yes, I am feeling just a little bit better. I actually had there was some festive gathering about a mile away from my house. They had a major festival still going on. It's called Scottish Festival over the weekend. I took a walk down there with my wife, and weather was beautiful, but I'm exhausted from it. But it was good to get out, get on my feet a little bit, walk. My back loosened up a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't tighten back up, but I'm okay. And it seems like the cold's going away slowly but surely. So today we're gonna go into the stuff that's been going on, and I'm gonna keep it serious. I'm really not joking today or playing around. Of course, otherwise people will say I'm drinking, I'm on drugs, who knows what other shit they'll throw at me. But it's all good. And there's just two questions I'm going to answer while more people come on. That we have glorified rats, being a rat tough guy on YouTube, calling somebody a coward who never ratted. Well, let's get this straight. Calling somebody a coward, it's for different reasons. Just because somebody didn't rat doesn't mean they're not a coward. So that's one of the most foolish things anybody could say. Being a rat, yeah, I cooperated. So what? It's out there. And also did time for crimes I didn't commit. Also faced the death penalty as a kid. Never told on anybody, was never a cooperator prior to my cooperation in January of 2006. So that's a fact. Got rewarded for murder? No, I didn't get rewarded for murder. I got rewarded for doing the right thing, turning my life around. That's what I got rewarded for. So you could say what you want, but tell you what, glorified rats, you're the one hiding behind the fake name, hiding behind the fake picture. So you could be all I know, Michael, Washwoman, Mancuso, or one of Vinny's kids, or somebody else in the neighborhood. So, I'm not hiding, that's for sure. Then we have the Bronx. Dom, you declined fighting the guy MMA skills. No, I didn't decline. We spoke. I told him in the ring he wanted MMA. I've never said MMA. I'll always back what I say. I told him in the ring, two different things. In the ring is boxing, not MMA. So that was the difference back and forth. And then really, I wouldn't look to fight him. He is a lightweight. So, and as far as Joey in the bathroom, I said Joey and Scruff, the two of them at once, the two of them. So they would actually have the advantage, even though they're both small and they're both lightweights. They could have the advantage, but we'll see. We'll see. And really, folks, I'm not looking to fight anybody, but I'll go into it later on into the show and we'll talk. Right now, let me go. Thank you. Let's see. Jason, New York, thank you for the contribution. Can't you get Molino to call in live or Snuffy? You know what? We could do all that. But Joey's not, his first thing was, I'll go into the show, I'll explain, but thank you for the contribution. Cynthia, Francisco, thank you for monitoring, folks. So for those of you who don't know, if you're going to agonize the people here, annoy them, you're going to get banned from the channel. I have Cynthia and Francisco monitoring. So come on, you could talk like, what's his name? Did glorified rats. I answered him. Cool. He said something negative, but I'll answer you. I'll give you the shot. If you're going to keep on with nonsense, then they'll block you. But other than that, I'm good to go. I have pretty thick skin. And like I said, tonight I'm going to keep the show serious because it's really bothering me with certain things. And people, I'm over here to educate, to guide people, to even help these younger kids do the right things. But I'll be damned if I'm going to have somebody come on YouTube, make up lies about me. I have enough shit in my closet. You could talk about me killing people, how I killed people, what I did, robbing people, doing drugs, hanging out. There's so many different things you can talk about that are negative, but when you start making up shit, it's just not cool. And then you're gonna. I'll go into that later. But first off, people, go to egvodka.com. Order it today. 100% gluten-free, organic. We have 3 flavors. We have a rosemary lavender, which is great with pink lemonade. We have an Earl Grey sage, which is really good in espresso martinis, and raspberry iced tea. And then the regular flavor is really good. So go to egvodka.com. Order it today. 100% organic, gluten-free. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. It is the best vodka, in my opinion, on the market. Smooth as shit. So, folks, I'm going to go in tonight. Excuse me. I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather, but I can't wait to get back into the gym. Oh, it's killing me that I'm not working out. I'm actually going on 3 weeks off, so my body's ready. My mind is ready. My body's probably not. Anyway, I don't care if somebody has something negative to say. They could say all they want, but don't be, and I'll use my boy Eric Foss's words, don't be a hypocrite. I'll go at anybody one-on-one, and I'm probably going to do something. Eric and I went back and forth today a little bit. He wants to say his piece. I respect that. So you know what? Him and I are going to do a platform together. Definitely, I'm going to put it out there. And, let the chips lie where they lie. I think I'll respect his opinions if I feel they're valid. And I'm sure he'll respect mine if they're valid. If not, then we'll battle. We'll go back and forth. But I think it'll be healthy and good for the genre to hear different perspectives from another street guy. So as far as Joey came onto the scene talking about he's going to do a rat of the month. He's going to expose all the rats. And everything Joey says is going to be truthful. You could believe him. He's going to be accurate. He's going to do everything above board and just expose all the lying rats. Okay. He came at me first. He got in touch, had an investigator, not once, but twice. Call a family member who I'm not talking with, but they called me. They told me. Calling a family member, asking questions about me, my grandmother, and basically what type of crime was committed if I robbed her. So, folks, and I said it once, I'll say it again. If you're fighting a case and I'm going to testify against you, yes, you try to dig out all the information and expose it. But let me ask you something. If somebody else is involved in that crime, you're blowing that up on YouTube. What is that called? That's not a So if I did it right now, I have my investigator pull something up on Barney Bellomo that he was seen taking numbers, giving numbers to somebody, and I blow it out on YouTube. What are you going to say? All you people that are sticking up for Joey are going to call me a rat. Am I correct? You're going to say, Dom, you're still ratting? You can't give it up? But Joey went to do it. He's not a rat. So that's number one. That's what he did. So that's hitting below the belt. You have my trial transcripts. You have my history. You could go in the neighborhood, ask people about me, about crimes I did, whatever you want, about girls I went with, even go there. I'm cool with it. But you want to try to make up stories now, or you want to try, if I did do something wrong, now you're going to jam me and other people up. That's still a rat move. It's a rat move. Because if I did it to somebody like Barney Bellomo, you're going to say, Dom, that's why you're ratting. And these are Joey's people. That's number one. Now Joey wants to come out. Hippie threw out 2 rumors. One, I was a rat. Excuse me, from my Florida case. When that didn't stick, he said, the time I got grabbed by Stephen DeLuca, put a gun to my head, took me to the cemetery, beat the F out of me for hours, him and Paulie Carantanudo. Then he said, a baseball bat got stuck up my ass. Again, that's another lie. It's another lie. If that happened, folks, I'm sure you see what happened with the guy with the billy club got stuck up his ass with the cops, NYPD. I go to the hospital, he died. So that's just another lie. But now Joey wants to run with another lie, something that's not substantiated. So if I went and said, well, Joey, I heard you were a closet cokehead. And back when you were around 30, you and your boyfriend, because I heard you were going with somebody who was located at 947 Fern Avenue, you were gay. You used to having sex in that apartment. That would be okay for me to put that out there. So there's a lot, if you want to go both ways, but I wouldn't do it unless I have facts, Joe. So you want to go out there and then you have your little sidekick, the car salesman. That's whatever, your lap dog. That's cool. That's cool. So you're the one who actually started this BS. You came out. And I'll tell you how dirty Joey is. Another thing. He did a video about, and I just saw it. It came from his partner, Billy Luna, or another Joey Merlino. Let me hang on, his nutsack guy. And he came out with a video that, and that's another thing. That's why I got to give Eric Foss. You know what? Like he says, he likes Molino, but he's not hanging on Molino's ball sack. He's his own man. That's what I'm getting from him. From the way he speaks, the way we went back and forth. He's his own man. He doesn't give a shit. But the way he sees it, he'll call right, and wrong. And I'm okay with that. I respect that. I definitely respect that 10,000%. But with Billy Luna, they put out a video about all the rats. They have myself, Sammy, Gene by himself, Gene and Sammy together. Then all of a sudden pops up Mikey Scars. Mikey Scars. Are you that much of a lowlife to bring in a guy who doesn't bother anybody? Doesn't bother anybody. That man never said a bad word about you, never looked to interview with you, does his own thing. He's in his own corner on this Mafia genre. He has more class in his little pinky, Joey, than you and your entire family have. How dare you and Billy throw him in the mix when he did nothing to you, nothing at all? Wow. There's so many other guys you could have thrown in that video, but now you're trying to drag somebody who really, he's above all this. He's above all this. Me, I'm okay. I go in the trenches with anybody. With anyone, I'll go in the trenches. And about calling him to the airport, Joey, the airport, we'll meet in the bathroom. Guarantee you no feds will be there. I'll sign documentation prior. I started it. I instigated it. Cool. If anybody gets in trouble, it's me. Not afraid to do jail time, folks. I did 20. To me, it's a vacation. Give me my books and my commissary. That's it. That's all I need. My books, my commissary. I'm good to go. So they can keep me locked down 24 hours a day. I know how to acclimate. I did it for years on years. I was in lockdown. I was in lockdown where I won't even say the word, 3 effing cell doors you had to get to me. That's how strict it was. I couldn't even hear the tear. That's how far back they had me locked in. So, and I was there for over 6 months like that. After a while, you get used to the silence, you acclimate, and you do your own thing. Had a shower in the room, big ass room. And that's it. Did my own thing. Gave me my books. I was off to the races. So with all that, now I come at you. Joey talks about we're liars, we're cowards, we couldn't do the time. Soon the cuffs went on, we quit the life. No, Joe, I got 20 in, did 10 years for a crime I didn't commit. And the manslaughter charge, they reduced it to, Joey, if you look at the record, the manslaughter conviction in the state of Florida, pull up the records, Joey, do some research, learn how to read, learn how to do that. James Proctor, all you other Mafia historians, Jeff Nadeau, I'm giving you guys a challenge. If you could find out that I cooperated in my state case, I'll give you $5,000 a piece. Okay, something where it's not $1 million. I'll give you $5,000 a piece if I cooperate any way, shape, or form in my 1988 murder case in the state of Florida. Matter of fact, anybody on YouTube. Furthermore, the case initiated accessory to after the fact. I had a $7,000 bail. As I was being released on bail, it took maybe about 24 hours to get a bail package to get the bail bondsman. As I'm being released, lawyer comes and sees me. So usually it takes 7 hours. After about 12, I'm like, what's going on? Lawyer comes and sees me. He says, Dom, bad news. What is it? They just hit you with accessory to after the fact of first-degree murder and murder. At this time, I was the only one arrested. Only one. And we're going back, folks, now 1988. 88. So it wasn't as today that you get no bail. Remember, I'm young, in my early 20s, never had a record, never convicted of anything in my life. And they had nothing. They had nothing at all on the case. They wanted to break me. Okay, we go to a bail hearing. And I have all my family there. Grandparents are there. The judge hears it. My lawyer argues, Your Honor, they have no witnesses. They have nothing. They're alleging that from what I see here, they hit him with accessory. Now, accessory to after the fact of first-degree murder. Now they're hitting him. They upped the charge to murder. So, state said whatever they had to say. Judge turns around, asked my grandparents what they had, what they owned. They knew I was stable in the state of Florida. They granted me bail. I get bail. I'm out on a $75,000 bail. While I'm out, it was about 4 weeks after that, 5 weeks, they arrest Ernie Collazo. I get a call from New York. Long and short of it all, Ernie was telling on me. I don't know what he's saying, but they told me what happened in the room. I popped him. We put him in the bed, and I shot him again while he was lying in the bed dead. Or we thought he was dead. I just put another one in his head. Only we knew that. So I knew Ernie was ratting. Some word to my father, nothing happens to Ernie. All of a sudden, we're gearing up for trial. I'm going to trial. They're still looking for Vinny Foresta. He's on the lam. They can't find him. They're not going to find him. And he even sent word. He said, Dom, if they do arrest me, I'll never rat. Okay. As I'm getting ready, we're gearing up for the trial. They're asking discovery, this, that, the other thing. Mind you, garbage bags they found. I had no fingerprints on it, nothing, no DNA from me whatsoever. Ernie Collazo, cigarette butts, vodka bottle, his fingerprints. So he was in the hotel. All they saw me, the only evidence they had was a Canadian couple saw me there the day prior, walking through the day with a group of guys. They said that was him. That was it. Nobody saw me there that night, that next day, that day. And then I'll go into the case later on. I'll break it down piece by piece. So after that, lawyer comes, calls me. I go to his office. I'm out on bail. He says, Dom, they offered you a plea, 7 years. You're going to have to do a 3-year mandatory because of the gun charge, but I think it's a good deal. You need to take it. Well, if that's their first offer, tell them. And I was shocked. I was totally shocked that they offered me 7 years. I said, you know what? Tell them to drop the gun charge. They never recovered a gun. They didn't know whose gun it was. It could have been the dead guy. It wasn't me. But tell them to drop the gun charge. I'll take the plea. I'll take it on the chin. But I'm telling the lawyer it wasn't me. Meanwhile, it was me. So I'm playing innocent. I'm saying at that time we know Ernie's ratting. I'm like, he's the one that did it. I'm blaming him to the lawyer because I'm never going to tell a lawyer I killed somebody. So he said, all right, goes back, speaks to them. They comes back to me. They said they'll drop the gun charge. Okay, I'll take the plea. While I'm out on bail, I have 30 days to surrender. It's maybe about a week left. I get hit with an armed robbery charge. Wasn't armed robbery. We did go into the guy's apartment and robbed him. Took his gun, walked out. They catch me that night. The guy I was with had the gun. That was it. But I'm going to fight the case. Lo and behold, who's the case go in front of? Judge Fleet. Same judge I had for the murder case. So I know he's probably shaking his head, but I go to see him to get sentenced. He said, Mr. Cicale, you're lucky I'm a man of my word and I'm not ripping up this agreement because I know you have another charge and you're in front of me on that charge. I said, thank you, Your Honor. Lawyer says, Your Honor, I have to speak to my client. Hands me a letter. I open it up. It's from Ernie. I'm the one who got, it's basically said, I'm the one who got you your plea. I told the state it was self-defense. George pulled a gun, you pulled a gun, and you shot first. That's what he said, basically. So here's the rat on my case, lying to the state, saying it was self-defense. So that's how I got my plea, from what I see. And I felt they had no evidence. Anyway, I took the plea. I went away. With the other case, after I took my plea agreement, judge sentenced me. I'm waiting. 3 weeks go by. I'm in the county jail. They're like, Cicale, pack it up. I'm like, I have another charge. It was dropped. The judge dropped it 2 days ago, dismissed the charge, and you're off to South Florida Reception Center. And that was it. That was it. That's how I wound up with that case. Went off, came home, was out 4 months. DEA set me up in a bullshit drugs thing that I was the supplier. No phone records, no pager records, no multiple meets. They saw me one time. 3 months later, they locked me up and said there was a conspiracy. That was a supplier. What conspiracy? They never met me again. They kept on meeting my co-defendant, other people, numerous time and time again. Never Dominick. No Dominick not even mentioned in any of the tapes, any of the transcripts. They locked me up. Before they locked me up, they said, listen, just work with us. We want the Genovese. Want the people you know in the Genovese. Work with us. We won't even arrest you. I said, I'm not a rat. Did my time. Did my time with a knot in my throat the whole 10 years. I was pissed as a mofo. Pissed. Pissed beyond words. And that's that story. So when I cooperated, back to this now. Joey calls us all cowards. We wouldn't do time. I did not take the witness protection program, folks. I did not change my name. I altered it. Didn't change it legally. Still Cicale. And everybody knows I'm in the Orlando area, so I'm not hiding. But you know what bothers me most of all? Somebody wants to come on YouTube behind the screen in their little comfort zone and talk shit, make up lies to make themselves look good because he hates rats. I'm okay with that. You could hate rats. You could hate me. I'm okay with that, Joe. What I'm not okay with is when you make up lies. That infuriates me. I have enough baggage. By you making up lies, you know what? You call me a coward? I couldn't do the time. You're not even man enough to confront me face to face. Not saying it's going to be violent. It won't get, I give you my word, it won't be violent unless you raise your hands. I'm going to protect myself and then I'm not going to stop. That I guarantee you. And that goes with anybody. I'm not going to throw the first punch. I'm not going to be the aggressor. I might go back at you verbally, but trust me, I'm not going to be the first one. If I see somebody attempting to do something to me, then all bets are off. It would be my pleasure to unleash what I have inside of me. Because trust me, I have a lot of pent-up anger. A lot of pent-up anger. So with that, Joey, we could sit down under any forum. And no, I don't need bodyguards like somebody mentioned in here, like other people had. We don't need bodyguards. I'm a man. I'm not afraid of anybody. We could sit one-on-one. Whatever you have to say, at least give me the right Like, I would give you the right now. If you say things aren't true that I'm saying with you, and you say, Dom, don't do it over the internet. Meet me head on, face to face. Well, Joey's comment when he wants Sammy wants, I wouldn't pee on him. I would never. I'd pee. Then you shouldn't be on these channels, Joe. You're mafioso. You're a shelf boss in the mafia. Your claim to fame is what? Giving out turkeys? I commend you for that. Oh, and Joey finally admitted, I saw the little clip where he says he was wrong. He made a mistake. That's why pencils have erasers. Wonderful. I'm glad. Just, I hope your pencil has an eraser for all the lies you're going to be telling. Clearly shows it. You did it with the vodka. Never even tasted it. Oh, it's garbage. It's not gluten-free. Then, Joey, you know what? Take the vodka, bring it to a chemist, test it out, Joe. Test it out, debunk it. Debunk it that way. That's all you have to do. You just want to run that fuck box of yours, and you're running it with the wrong person. Because you know what I'm going to do, folks? I'm going to have mobster of the month. Mobster of the month. Mobsters aren't going to get mad at me. All the mobsters that are watching, all the associates around the Genovese, Gambino, Lucchese, Colombo, and Bonanno Crime Family, get mad at Joey Merlino. Get mad at him because he's provoking me to go ahead. So I'll have investigators. I'll pick one mobster every month. The investigators will watch them on top of law enforcement, take pictures. Then I'll come on, look at these stupid mobsters, and I'll show. Look what they're doing on the street. Look at this guy taking a package, doing this, doing that. Then I'm wrong? No, mobsters. You don't want that? Joey wants to push a button. Joey wants to come on here, attack rats, expose rats. I'll expose the mobsters. What do I care? You know why? And I have a big pair of balls. That's why. I don't care. They're going to be upset with me, but they're going to blame Joey Merlino. Joe, why are you pushing this lunatic? Why are you pushing him? Joey's Cosa Nostra, a boss. Shelved, but he's a boss. He wants to attack like there's an attack. Then Joey, meet me one-on-one. Any type of forum. We sit down verbally. I will not put my hands on you. I will not raise. You could say whatever you want. I will not raise. I will not put my hands on you unless you come at me. You and Scruff Gruff could come and say whatever you like. But say it in a forum where at least I could defend myself. But you want to do it on a one-way show. It's not happening. I'll even go on your show. How about that? But we're going to do it live. We'll do it live and in person. I'll go on your show. You can have the views. You can have all the money for it. I'm not here for the money, Joe. I lose money. Just the T-shirts I gave away was a little over $1,000 with T-shirts and mailing them out. Mailing them out was almost $400 just to send out the T-shirts. I did it. I did it to my listeners. So, Joe, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, you say you're a man? You say you'll never rat, you could walk anywhere? Then go on stage with me. Let's see where you are, if you really are a man. Because a man's man will confront. Will be man enough to say, doesn't matter, I'm a rat. We're not breaking bread, brother. We're not having a drink together. You're coming there to combat with me verbally. Or what is it? You have no articulation other than fuck. That's all you have? You don't know how to speak? Let's see what you have to say. Get your arsenal, get your investigators, pull up whatever you have. I'll get my list on you because believe me, I have a lot of stuff. Because there's a gentleman, and I was going to say his name. He's in this mafia genre. He's one of the oldest ones in this mafia genre. He has more shit on you, Joey. You never mentioned his name. You never mentioned, and you know how I know? He told me. He has a lot of shit on you, Joey. So you pick and choose who you want to go at, Joe. If you, all of a sudden, you want to make things right. You want to be the voice of the people for the rats. Okay, but I thought you were keeping it real. You coming on fabricating, you could say whatever you want, Joey. But believe me, I'm not going to come back and say, talk about you and your boyfriend, because I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but something I heard. I'm not going to say about how much coke you did when you were in the bathroom in AC, that you came out. The guy had to tell you, get the coke off your nose. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell that story, so I don't know. I'm not going to tell about the time you were on the side of the road on the highway. You had to get out, throw up because you did a little bit of heroin. Somebody gave you, they thought it was coke. They got the packages wrong. I'm not going to tell that story, Joey. But there's a lot of things I could tell, Joe. I'm not going to tell when you took some money out of somebody's house because you wanted to gamble. They wouldn't give it to you. You didn't think they would know, and they found out. I'm not going to say that, Joe, so I don't know it's true. But if I'm going to say it and you want to combat, I'm not going to say things. I'm not going to give full stories, documentations with everything. I'll give you the opportunity to rebut it. So I'm a man, Joe. I'm a man. I'm not a coward. And people, when I say punk, I mean terminology of punk. What he's going to do is a punk move because it's behind the screen. It's not face to face. I'm the one at the disadvantage. I'm the one who cooperates. I'm the one who has a bounty on my head, people looking to kill me. And I'm still looking to sit with a mafia boss, shelf mafia boss. Are you kidding me, folks? Who is the coward here? Who is the one afraid to meet up? You want to meet up with a rat? We're not breaking bread, brother. So you're not doing anything. But you're holding the code of Cosa Nostra dear. If you were, you wouldn't be on social media. You wouldn't be on social media. So I said my piece with that. So we'll wait to see what lies Joey Merlino comes out. People, let me know because I'm not on his Patreon channel. He'll probably do a snippet on so I could see it. So, and cool. Put it this way, whatever truths he says, I'll come on and say he's right. He's right about that. I have nothing to hide. Because if I did get a baseball bat stuck up my ass with a gun put to my head, trust me, folks, I would have said it. What am I going to do? I would have asked him, hey, please, okay, you want stuck, could you put some Vaseline on that? That's what I would have asked them. Like, what am I going to do at that point? But I guarantee you, it would have been a bloodbath in the Bronx after that. Right after that. After that, I would have been in the hospital. I would have been in the hospital for a while because things like that just, it's crazy. But, and that came from Michael Hippie. And another thing, there's people out there now in the Bronx that know me. And they know what a jerk off Hippie is. The two lies he made up to get on me. But so be it. So be it. But confront me head on. You're on social media. You're not hiding like Michael, Washwoman Mancuso. At least he has the decency not even to come on social media. But since you're on, Joe, and you want to talk about something, I'm putting it out there. Don't be scared. Don't be petrified. Put your big boy pants on like you are when you walk around Philly after they pipe bombed your steakhouse. Meet me one-on-one. I'll go on your show. Do it in Boca. We could figure out a safe location that I feel safe walking into. I won't have any bodyguards. I don't need bodyguards. I have myself. Me, myself, and I will show up. Trust me. I will show up myself. That you could count on. And then confront me. Tell me what you have to tell me to my face. And we could go at it verbally back and forth. I give you my word. I will not put my hands on you. I will not raise to harm you. Unless you, a little scruff, come at me, throw something at me, do anything, an act of violence, then all bets will be off. I'm going to do what I have to do. But other than that, you'll have no violence out of me, Joe. But let's see if you're man enough. I doubt it. I doubt it. You weren't even man enough. And it's known fact with Mrs. You weren't even man enough with that. When you were the laughing stock. And I have a lot of stuff from Cosa Nostra News, Jerry Capisci. I have a lot of stuff. And that's disrespectful. I know that hurts, Joe. That hurts. Especially a guy your ego. But we're all your friends. We know what your friends were doing, though. Right, Joe? We know that. But Let's see if you're man enough to step on a stage with me, Joey. You and little sniff hugger over there, snuff snuff. So with that, folks, I'll wrap it up. I'm just going to answer some questions, and that's about it tonight. Might come on tomorrow night with some more stuff. I hope people like my Instagram stuff that I put out there. I had to. I couldn't resist making a joke of it. But you know what, Joey? And for all the mobsters out there in New York City, Bonanno, Genovese, Colombo, Lucchese, and Gambino crime families, be prepared. Thank Joey Merlino. If you see somebody taking pictures, taking photos, you don't know if that's FBI or my investigators now. And I'll be doing Dumbest Mobster of the Month every month. I'll pick a mobster out of every crime family. Thank Joey Merlino. So, Joey, that's on you. That's on you, Joey. I'll give it back to you 10 times, Joey. Remember, Vinny and my motto would be, you do something to me, I'll do something back 10 times worse. So watch, Joey, because I'm sure all these gangsters out there, these real mobsters, don't need extra heat on them, Joey. And I will expose them. I don't give a fuck. Remember that. So now let's go into some comments. Jason NYC, big question for Dom. Getting teeth fixed, hand transplant, and talking about selling meds. Okay, nothing wrong with self-improvement. Will you get one of those penis pumps? Jason, if I need it, you're goddamn right I'll get a penis pump. I don't care. Let me ask you something, Jason. If it wasn't working and that's your only alternative, you wouldn't do it and you're young? Come on. I would get it, and you know what? I'd be young. Ooh, I'd be the baddest mofo out there. That shit never goes down. Oh, my Lord. Watch out, world. Jason, again, NYC. Can't you get Snuff or Molino to call in now? I don't want to call in because that's Tough Tony bullshit. This is Tough Tony bullshit where we say sell warrior. YouTube warrior. Let's do it face to face. And it doesn't, trust me, I will refrain. I could go back and forth with the best of them. We have Joseph. Been hooked on Dom's show. Went back and forth, watch almost all past lives. Straight up, doesn't back down. I never did, never will. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate it. And I'm sorry, folks. I just had to be serious tonight. I didn't want to use profanity. I was just keeping it real. I'm still not feeling well, but I have enough energy for this. And just keeping it serious now, because now this is serious to me. So talk about me, say what you want, but when you start lying, that's just, especially lies that are really, those are really dirty, dirty moves. Not cool. Paul Martin, and people, hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, the like button. Let's get this subscriber base up. Paul Martin. Dom, I'm currently on Arthur Avenue in the market with all the shops. Having an Italian, what's that? Pulsin at Bronx Beer Hall. Enjoy. Have some Supersod, some Provolone, and some nice Italian bread for me. Turn hat backwards. No, I'm not Eric Voss. I'm not going to turn my hat backwards. But I got to give Eric a lot of respect. Says he likes Joey, but doesn't seem like he's a ball hanger. He's his own man. Eric, I respect that, and we will definitely be doing something together back and forth. I'm up up for it as well. Because I don't agree with you with your John Gotti assessment. Do not agree with that. So, Jason, again, thank you for the contribution. Can you get Molino live? He's not, don't want that. I want him live face to face. And I'll go on his channel. We'll do it on his channel. Let him get the views. Never told anyone until I told someone. Quote of the day. Okay. Very good. Good quote. We have Chris. Why is Molino talking about you? Where did this start? Because Molino was coming out. He was going to expose all rats, and I was one of them. So when I first came out, I actually warned Molino to be careful. I said it is a rat move for a Cosa Nostra guy to be talking on social media. Said my piece, and that was it. So, but Molino was going to blow up every rat. And at that time, he had an investigator call my family member trying to see the crimes I committed with my grandmother, if I committed any crimes. Danny Johnson, Joey ain't coming near Dom. Dom, keep doing your thing. I know. You know why? Only a coward runs from a confrontation. Verbal. There's not a threat here, folks. There's not a threat of violence. Only a coward would run from a verbal, say something to my face. I'm calling you out. He's not going to do it. You know why? He's soft. He's soft. He got shelved. And people, everybody's bringing up Joe Bonanno got shelved. That's after Joe left. That was years. Joe left. Joe went to Arizona. Joe walked away from the life. Then they said, well, he's shelved. I'm taking over. Joe walked away. When he was in power, nobody said, Joe, you're shelved. Never happened that way. So get your fact check. Cynthia, selfie, solo. I have no idea what you're talking. Well, you're probably talking to somebody else. Record a video at a cheesesteak. Yeah, we could do it there. I'm okay. I'm all right. Chris, Molino seems to want enemies for some reason. Dom is too tough. Nah, it's not that. He just wants to expose rats. But if you're going to do it face to face. Do it face to face. Why are you going to do it behind the screen? And the only thing, you could expose me. I'm okay with it. Everything's already out there. What are you going to expose? But Molino has to make up lies. That's all he has to do. Make up lies to be heard. So, and for a person that does that, that's a sign of weakness. It's being soft. That's insecure. When you have to make up lies to get ahead on somebody else, for somebody on somebody else's back, that's really a piece of garbage. I'm sorry. Vaseline or booty? Give me the Vaseline. I'll take the Vaseline all day long. Never happened, though. If it did, I would have said it. So what? What am I going to do? What am I going to do at that point? What would anybody do to have a gun put to their head? There's nothing they can do. So, and I know there are a lot of things to people with guns to their heads. And, you know, that wasn't one of them. But, you know, just is what it is. Dom is shooting straight from the hip. That's why I kept, Eric, that's why I kept it serious. I'm not playing around. I don't have to use profanity. He hates him. No, I don't hate him. I don't like when somebody's going to make up a lie. Do it to my face. Dude, he doesn't have the balls. He says he's a boss. He can walk anywhere. He can do anything he wants. Joey, we go to Boca any way you want. Buy your house. We could use Vlad or Valuetainment. Use one of their studios, wherever you want. We could sit down, film, do a live, not even film, do a live. Go on Joe Rogan. We'll go on Joe Rogan, Joe. See how let him be the referee. Or you're scared to do that too? You're scared? What is it? You're scared of my presence, Joe? Wow. I'm sure you are. Zero, thank you for the contribution. How do you know what he's going to say? I know it because that's just Joey said he'll never sit down with any rats. But Joey wants to lie about everybody. I'm not saying everything he's saying is about lie, but how would he feel? I come out, you know, you went with an underage girl. What about that? You don't hear me saying that, though. How would you feel, Joey? How would you feel? You want to confront me? You want to confront me with it? Or what would you say? Show me the proof. Then show me the proof, Joey. I had a bat stuck up my ass. Show me the proof I robbed my grandmother. Show me the proof I was a cooperator back in the 80s. Show me the proof. Or say it to my face. See if you have the balls to say it to my face. See if you're a man. You're a man's man because you didn't rat, but you're a coward because you can't say it to this rat's face. You're a coward. DV8356, thank you for the contribution. What happened? The Joey Shoemaker restaurant. Joey was a jockey when he was younger. Sinner, he was a featherweight. He was a featherweight. It's skipping on me. I'm sorry. For those who don't know, get the reference. Shoemaker was Babe Ruth, was the Babe Ruth of the jockeys. Well, thank you for that, DVE 8356, and thank you for the contribution. Francisco, Dom, what do you think of Molino calling Sonny Franchise a rat? A rat. I think it was uncalled for. Absolutely. Excuse me. Absolutely. 1000%. And that's another thing. Joey Merlino talks this shit. I mean, how are you going to call? Joey couldn't even shine Sonny's heel, the bottom of his shoe. Joey Merlino couldn't even shine the heel of his shoe. He wants to call a legend in the Mafia, a legend. Guy who did a quazillion years in jail. Quazillion. What did he do? 30, 40 years total in jail? You're going to call him a rat? Come on. That just shows Joey's character. He's out of control, folks. So you know what? We'll do Dumbest Mobster of the Month. I'm going to have investigators go around to certain people, film them, take pictures of them doing illegal activities. Then I'm going to start blowing them up. And people, don't get mad at Dominick Cicale. Get mad at Joey Merlino. Joey Merlino started this. You want to do Rat of the Month? You want to expose rats and where they are? I'm going to expose mobsters and where they are. And the difference is, I could do it. I could do it. I have the money to do it, Joey. So we'll see. And they'll get mad at you, Joe. They're not going. They'll be upset with me, but they'll be more infuriated with you. So people, Buat, instead of giving him seats in Rayos, you better pull him up because you might be the first one. Anthony Buat, you might be the first one. And I love you. I love you. You might be the first one. Keep on giving seats to Joey Merlino and Rayos. So you want to still embrace this jerk off? Dom, did you know John Panisi? No, I did not. Joey is a legend, though. Yeah, he's a legend, but he's out of control, folks. He thinks he's a movie star. He wants to expose rats. He wants to get into this genre, but then he wants to lie about people, like calling Sonny Franchise a rat, saying I had things done to me. I was a cooperator back in the early 80s. Come on. Come on. He's a jerk off. But he won't meet anybody face to face. Talks about he could go anywhere. You could go anywhere? Come to a studio with me then, big tough guy. Come to a studio with me. You can't go anywhere. You're afraid. Peoples, geez, people, thank you for the contribution. Will you fight? Jeez, man. What's that? The Nozo Boston Boss. No, I will not. Snake, Dom, the lake. Oh, the lake you're on? Any alligators? Listen, we got more gators than you could count on hairs on your head. So we're good to go here. Wisco Wonderland LLC. This is washwoman behavior, Dominic. No, it's not washwoman behavior. This is calling somebody out who doesn't want to confront somebody face to face with his lies that he's making allegations on. That's all it's doing. That's all it's doing. And sorry, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. But I kept it serious tonight. I'm not playing. I'm not playing, folks. View from the roof. Dom, I heard that Joey was smacked 2 weeks ago outside a casino, but I have no idea if it was Mafia related. I think he has a bruise and didn't film that day. I'm trying to get the video. Views from the roof. You get that video? Please bring it here. Bring it here. But right now, I can't hold credence to it. I'm not going to fall into anybody's trap. But if that's the case, you get it, bring it here. We'll have some fun with that one. Let's see what else we have. Danny Johnson. Joey's acting like a teenager, talking to a man. Dom would be the boss if not for loose lips. You know what, Danny? I'm not proud of what I did. I ratted, but it is what it is. I was tired. the way I was getting treated. Not an excuse, but I'm telling you the way I was feeling. And I just said, F this. I'm tired of being the jerk off, the donkey, the scapegoat. And I did what I did. But I'm not hiding. Denied the witness protection program, live in Orlando. And that's it. You come for me, you come for me. Trust me, I'm very secure where I live. I do have cameras and motion detectors all over my property. That's it. I'm going to be careful. I'm not stupid. So if it happens, it happens. Geez, people, thank you for the contribution. Will you fight Barney Palomo? Cheese Man Big. No, I'm not going to. Listen, I'm not here to fight people. I would like to do a boxing event, definitely. With formidable opponents back and forth, people in the life. My thing would be definitely put something together. I think we could have a really good show going on and have some fun doing it. Here we go. Al Star. I see Joey at Niagara Casino sometimes. Next time I will video him at the table. All right. Sister Sis. Larry, Joey was in jail and needed real D. Joey isn't allowed at any casinos, so no, that's false. Well, I'm not sure about any casinos. Vinny was barred from AC. He was allowed in Connecticut, allowed in Vegas, allowed in the Bahamas. So who knows? One never does know. Dom, it looks like Joey got you, but whole a bunch. LOL. Dom, you sound like a clown, bro. You're right. I sound like a clown, but I guarantee you this he won't meet this clown. If he has something to say it to my face. He'll say, "Oh, he's a rat. I don't sit with rats." Say it to my face then. Then keep your fucking mouth shut. That's all I gotta say. Ryan Brown, Dom, Dominic, Grandy's father, Salvatore, Wayne. Grandy was a rat. It's hypocritical in the eyes to say that people shouldn't associate with people who are related to informants. Everybody, you know what, Ryan Brown? Everybody's entitled to their opinion of that. So if you're hard in the life, I agree with Joey. If you're not, if you're in the life, everybody's different. Everybody feels different. So it goes both ways. It depends on the individual. And nowadays, it's not what it once was. So Joey's not allowed in Canada. Okay. You and Gene versus Joey and Lil Snuff. That me against Joey and Lil Snuff. I'll do a thing like that. We could go in the ring like that. I definitely would. I definitely would. I'd have my hands full fighting two people. I definitely would have my hand. But soon I knock one of them out, the other one, it'll be easy. The other one I'll play. I'll probably look to knock a Lil Snuff out first. So I'll let Joey hit me all he wants, and I'll go directly to Snuffy to knock him out cold. And then Joey, I would just play with. I would destroy him. I'd break his ribs. Like, I'd hit him that way. And folks, that would be fair. Even though they're both smaller than me, 2-on-1, that'd be fair with gloves. That's a good one. Hey, Dom, what would you think of Michael? What you think of Michael Franchese? Classy guy. Hands down, classy. Gentleman. He's on another level. He's out of this genre, basically. He's classy. He's above this genre by far. Mosey Boy, Dom, do you think fellows like Joey and Sammy will always have beefs with one another? Absolutely. Absolutely, without a doubt. Jason Reynolds, man, I agree with all you say. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. You don't have to agree, but thank you. I'm being professional tonight because it's serious to me. It's serious. I don't have to come out dropping F-bombs every other word. And trust me, I'm extremely upset. I hate it. It bothers me when somebody lies. Even when I was in the life, folks, I had Vinny, and I told him, because Michael Mancuso went to Vinny and said, Sal the Ironworker said A, B, and C, and D that I said with him when we were out. Vinny pulled me up. He says, are you out of your mind? I'm like, what are you talking about? You told Sal this, that, and this. I said, are you effing kidding me? My problem was Louis Electric was there. And the way I spoke to Vinny, He's the boss. It was embarrassing to Vinny. Vinny turned around and said, "Shut your mouth. Don't ever speak to me like that. And listen." So I shut up. I'm like, "Oh, I just realized." After Louis left, Vinny's like, "Dom, I apologize." Louis there. I said, "Vinny, I know I realized it. That's why I didn't say anything back to you." Now, Vinny and I were alone, and he said that to me. I'm going back at him. But I had to show respect. There's another May guy there. So, who was an acting captain at that time. So, but long and short of it was Michael Mancuso, because Vinny went back to Michael after that. Actually, left me when Vinny was going home. He said he wound up going to meet Michael. Went with Michael. Then, about 3 hours later, he's beeping his horns at my house. What now? I set Michael straight. Michael came out and told him he embellished. He lied. So I always prided myself on being accurate, folks. And I don't like that. It bothers me because we have enough to deal with all the shit and all the luggage I carry. So that's why I get upset. Francisco, Dom, when you left the life, how were you able to navigate normal civilian life and avoiding to kill? It's tough. Francisco, you'll see on Cicale's Corner Unfiltered, extremely tough. You'll see everything I went through with people beating me, robbing me. I'm not saying I'm an angel, but here I'm trying to do the right thing. And I just got caught up with the way I was used to with the Mafia, thinking like I still have that power. So somebody's not going to screw me over. And I got screwed over, but it happens. You learn. You really learn. EG is organic. LOL. Yes, it is. What does that say? What does that say? Stamped. Organic, my brother or sister. Lawrence, thank you for the contribution. Dom, would you clean house on boat? Joey, I didn't say this. This is Lawrence. I'm blowing you up. This is Lawrence B. Dom would clean house on boat. Joey is gay. No wonder his wife is getting around. Big EG Vodka, subscribe and like. Lawrence, thank you, pal. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Dom, what did you eat today? Oh, I actually had chicken soup, meatball with regatta, and I don't know what I'm having now. So, what's that? Al Tuco and Bloom. Okay. You lie every other sentence. No mob guy talks to you like you calm. You're trying to ride anyone's coattail. You was trying to hang with Gravano. He told you to scam, then Scars. Okay, you're right. Well, you know what? Go ask Scars. Go ask Scars. I don't ride anybody's coattails. I don't need anybody. That's why I never had one person except Joe Barone and Gene on my show. That's it. Hey, Dom, what would you think of 50 biggest mafia bosses? It skipped on me. Sorry. 50 biggest mafia bosses for Fortune magazine. That was back in the day. Let's see who they would put nowadays. So Ryan plays, hey Dom, you don't think Joey would set you up, be whacked, risky meeting him, as you know people will get killed? Absolutely, but I'm okay with it because they won't know which way I'll be coming in. So I'm all right with that. And trust me, all this internet, I don't have to go with security. The Fed, no matter where we would go, I'm sure, I'm almost positive the feds will set up surveillance. I know it. So I don't want anybody to get in trouble. I would go myself. I'll be all right. I'll be done. We could do it in an airport. We could do it anywhere. Set up cameras. That's all we get clearance. Or just valuetainment. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm sure Patrick would love that. Let him set it up. He could set it up. Bring us both in different ways. There's ways to do it where it secures everybody's safety, without a doubt. More than half of Dom's content yes, it has half of Dom's content. I need Joey to get views. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. People, I'm going to end it now because now we're getting the trolls to start up. And really, I'm sick. I don't feel well. We're already into an hour. Hope everybody liked the content. Pass it on, folks. Pass it on. Go on Joey's channel. Tell him. Tell him to go live with me. If he's such a big man, and like he says, we're all liars and cowards and we're afraid, witness protection program. I never did any of that. Tell him to sit with me face to face. I'll go on his show face to face. Bet you he won't do it. You know why? He doesn't have the balls because he really thinks I'll probably crack him, which I won't. I will not. But tell him to tell me what he has to tell me face to face. He'll get paid for it. So he'll probably say, I won't pee on him. I won't. Good, Joey. I wouldn't pee on you too. If you're on fire, you wouldn't even get my pee. I'd just walk right by. Say, nice. Hey, somebody want to light their cigarette? That's what I would do. Everybody have a great evening. Thank you for coming on, Francisco. Cynthia, thank you so much. Love you guys. Everybody, much love and respect. German, I missed my German from the land down under. He's probably had too much EG. German, much love and respect to you, pal. Tom C, last one. I see the new name up there. Tom C, why don't you let Joey live rent-free in your house? Move him. Shit, I might not have my Picasso paintings up. They might be gambled away. With that, folks, have a great evening. Much love and respect to everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Peace out.